Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Agave Talk, your number one source for everything agave. We appreciate you being here with us today. I know oftentimes I say I'm excited about something, but this right here, I'm definitely excited. Quite a few reasons. First and foremost, I love Jose Cuervo tequila. Yes, I'm gonna say that again. I love Jose Cuervo tequila. Cuervo tequila to me is absolutely amazing when we're talking about the Reserva de la Familia line. When we're talking about the Reserva line, absolutely all day, every day. I have every expression, multiple bottles, Blanco Reposado, Añejo, and Extra Añejos in the big fancy boxes. I am a huge fan and I advocate for them. They make amazing tequila. Yes, I'm going to say it again. Jose Cuervo makes incredible tequila. No, they did not pay me to say any of this, all right? The reality is I do love Jose Cuervo, the Reserva de la Familia line. I think they do phenomenal things. I highly recommend anybody as well to actually go to the distillery in Tequila. They do an amazing job, and they actually have really cool tours down to the cellar where they're aging the Reserva line. They got food tours. Like, seriously, it really is a really cool distillery to go to. And again, too, just because of the history of the family, the history of Cuervo, the history of tequila, and what the family and name means to it, you need to go down that rabbit hole. And if anybody talks smack about Jose Cuervo, they're not worth their salt, and they definitely don't belong talking anything tequila. I say that absolutely, and I mean it, all right? Why? You got to give your respect to the family. And this right here, I'm super excited because this is a brand new release from the Reserva line. It is a private cask collection. Now, this is something where you don't know. I mean, this has never been done. They have never done this before. This is the first time they're doing this. This is a private cask, single barrel, right? Any of those words that you're kind of used to. And I'm about to show you this bottle. The bottle in here, absolutely incredible. When we're talking about just, man, I'm really excited to open this up. You can see there is some writing on the back here. It is hard to make out, but it basically says, there we go. I kind of like tilt it. It says, time, dedication, and tradition define the spirit of this limited edition private cask añejo presented by Reserva de la Familia, the crown jewel of the Jose Cuervo family. Through each stage in the distillation and aging process, our handcrafted methods honor the history and passion of more than 200 years of tequila expertise passed down from generation to generation. They've been doing this a very long time. Yes, they make some terrible tequila, right? The mixtos, the gold, stay away from it. But when we're talking about really a great tequila, I know it's cool to bash Cuervo. They do make a phenomenal line with the Reserva. I'm really excited for this, all right? Continuing on, it says, this private cask collection utilizes our finest blue agaves, harvested by hand at peak maturity, cooked in traditional stone ovens. The resulting tequilas age in a select variety of unique and rare casks. The specific combination, which is only available for one annual cycle. They're only making this one time, never again, all right? These private cask offerings are highly limited, utilizing exclusive and innovative blending techniques, resulting in a one-of-a-kind añejo tequila unmatched in the world, all right? So, yes, they're talking a big, good game. Cool, great. We got some beautiful packaging here. The gold going on against the red. You got the Cuervo crest there. And we got this private cask collection. And let's open this up, all right? Let's open this up. Gonna come from, you know what? Let me do that. Pull that off. Nothing going on inside the box, right? Cool, great. And let me pull this up so we can actually see this bottle. Yes, look at that. This bottle is absolutely gorgeous. If you've never seen the actual Reserva lineup, please go check my other reviews. I've done the actual full flight, the Blanco Reposado and the Añejo, Extra Añejo, I should say. I do have a really rare, very old bottle where it was just the Añejo that they made. But go watch those reviews. Go search a YouTube channel. Check those out for sure. But let me actually take this bottle out right here. Move this to the side. All we got here is just private cask collection. Get that into view and move it on to the side, right? But look at this right here. Reserva de la Familia, we actually got, looking at, can I get that in the focus? Let me try to get that into focus. No, it's not. Come on, come on. There we go. There we go. You actually got like the Himadors bringing in the piñas at the distillery. That's really cool looking. Cool Easter egg there. 40% alcohol. This is an añejo. When I tell you there is not a lot of information of this bottle online, I'm not finding anything. I have no idea how long this has been aged. When I start breaking it down, this actually comes from one of my favorite liquor stores here in Central Florida, Big C Liquors, shout out. This is the first edition, the very first time Jose Cuervo has ever done anything like this. You can see Cask Blend 3, right? Cask Blend 3, I'm going to explain what that is. And the featured cask is Colombian oak. Colombian oak is rare. I guarantee you've never tried anything actually aged in Colombian oak. It's just because it doesn't happen. This was bottled in 2023, and this is bottle number 22 of 60, so right in the middle. You can see here, it's just like a really amber-looking kind of color. I'm curious to see what it's going to look like in glass. And let me just kind of get this in focus. I'm going to read this to you. You can read along as well. It says, introducing Reserva de la Familia's very first añejo tequila and the first in a range of limited private cask offerings from the crown jewel of Jose Cuervo family. This one-of-its-kind edition starts with our award-winning tequila, which is carefully blended with our exclusive Colombian oak cask añejo. Again, Colombian oak, you do not see that. And this is actually the very first tequila ever in the world that is being aged with Colombian oak casks, right? So again, really, really, really special bottle here. The result is a deep gold-hued spirit with an enticing aroma of chocolate and tobacco. Notes of caramel and dried fruit come alive on the palate and deliver a balanced, long-lasting finish. Enjoy this rare limited edition tequila as you toast to special moments with friends and family. Well, why did I get this today? The reality is Hurricane Milton. Yes, Hurricane Milton is coming through Florida. I wanted to go buy a bottle and say, hey, you know what? Let's toast. Let's have at least something new and something delicious we can toast with while this storm is coming through. And that's why I got it, all right? This is coming out of NOM 1122. And I mean, really just looking at this gold and red, like this deep copper, burgundy, crimson looking. I mean, this bottle is absolutely gorgeous. I love how the gold really like kind of pops and stands out, makes it look really, really, really nice. Añejo, of course, we got our pull tab. Underneath this gold wax, you got, again, this is all hand done. You got the stamp embedded into the gold wax, and then we have our pull tab here. Something that's curious, and it said it back here. It says, this one of its kind, where was it? It says, introducing Reserva de la Familia's very first añejo tequila. Nah, that's not true. Give me a sec. Watch this. Don't let them lie to you. This is not their very first Reserva de la Familia añejo, all right? Maybe they think somebody like myself who's been drinking forever and been collecting forever, especially a fan of Cuervo Reserva de la Familia. I actually have one of the very first añejo bottles of the Reserva de la Familia line. So this is not extra añejo. This is añejo. And what's really cool, it's actually the same exact photo in the back as this. This is just now like the high def version, right? This been sitting in the sun for a while. This right here, still completely full and intact. You got the stamp as well. Just some of those, like, let's get that into, there we go. Get that into focus. You can see some of the similarities in these bottles. But yeah, they have done añejo before, all right? Don't let them fool you. I'm going to save this for another day. But this right here, let's pop it open. All right. So this is why you're here, for cool stuff like this, for sure. Let's do it. I'm gonna pull this off. Let's see what happens. And as I pull, there we go. Pull to the side. It's just this gold wax. Pulled that right off. Right. Pull it to the side and let your bottles pop. All right. There we go. Right here, you got that gold hand dipped wax. I've been to the Cuervo distillery. I've actually bottled my own bottles, and I have dipped my own bottles in wax. It's kind of a cool process. But this right here, I am really, really excited for this. So I appreciate you being here. If you have not done so already, please hit that like and subscribe, as well as follow us on Instagram at Agave Talk. Wow. Whoa. Look at that. Look at the color on that. That is absolutely crazy dark. Now, I have not been able to actually find online like how long has this been aged for. All I have found is that there are quite a few liquor stores who have this in stock across the states. Like I said, here in Central Florida, Big C Liquors, one of the greatest agave selections you're going to find for sure. But with that being said, there's not a lot of information on this outside of, and I go back here to the Cask blend, right? So this is the very first time they're doing this. Edition 1 is using Colombian oak. If you're familiar with maybe a blend that happens during winter, right? They use that brand uses different barrels to create cool blends. Well, this is Cuervo's winter blend. Think about it like that. And they're actually using a very rare oak from Colombia, Colombian oak barrels, which are very rare and the very first time ever a tequila has been aged in it. And that Cask Blend 3, there's actually 4. So if you get it from another liquor store, it might be 1, 2, 3, 4. The reason that is that they used an actual different ratio of añejo with this. So the Cask Blend, yeah, they're using, you know, American oak, but it's that Colombian oak that they're then blending it with. And 1, 2, 3, 4 all have different levels of the añejo from the Colombian oak. I hope that makes sense, right? Different ratios, Colombian oak to the American oak. I hope that makes sense. And this liquor store that I love, they actually went with number 3. So they tasted all 4. They said, we're going to go with number 3. And there's only 60 bottles of this made. So taking a look at this and I mean, look, I'm going to move this to the side. Look at the color on this. This color is insane. I don't think I've ever seen a tequila in this actual color. I mean, when I talk amber, like this is amber, like dark. It really makes sense why they went with this red, this crimson. This tequila almost looks red and crimson. Looking at the legs and tears too, like this is sticking around. That's really not going anywhere. Man, I'm curious. I'm curious for sure. I appreciate you being on this journey with me. Let's take a sip. Cheers. Shout out to the whole team over there. Absolutely. And taking a sniff. Whoa. Oh my gosh. That is my first thought was sherry. Like it actually has some sherry notes, but it's gotta be that Colombian oak. It's really, this is very like oak forward, but it's not American oak, it's not white oak, this is not French oak, which it's very common when using and aging tequilas. Hungarian oak, right? This Colombian oak, this is something I've never smelled before. And again, this has never been done in the tequila world. It's almost sherry, like if you know what a sherry smells like. And I mean, that kind of connects even to the color for sure. But I mean, this is very wood forward, but there is some agave on there as well. The agave has not been lost. I'm curious how long this has been aged. If anybody knows, please drop it down in the comments below. I was not able to find it. This doesn't even show up on the actual Cuervo website, all right? But, I mean, that really is, it's even kind of, it's got a bit of smoke to it. Nowhere near like a mezcal or anything like that, but it definitely has some, it's got some underlying smoke to it, but it's more of that. It's first and foremost that Colombian oak in your face. It's wood, but it's not something that I'm used to. And that unique smell has to be that Colombian oak for sure. It's got kind of even like a little bit of clove on there, some molasses, tobacco, toffee, a little bit of cocoa. That's interesting. A lot of deep, dark notes. Oh, this is great. This is great. I have not even touched this, but you know what? Cheers. Enough. Let's do it. Let's take a sip. Salud. Oh, that's creamy. That is creamy. Now, hints of agave way on the back, but oof, this is like liquid, creamy wood, but it's not, you're not drinking American oak, you're not drinking French barrels. Like this is something different. Let me take another sip. Oh yeah, through and through, leather, tobacco, wood, but it's like a creamy wood. That is really, really, really interesting. I would love to smell some of that barrel, like take a piece of that Colombian oak barrel and let me smell that and compare it to this. Oh, my mouth is watering. Oh, the finish on this, it's just sticking around. Oh yeah, you got some nutmeg on there. Again, like what I was smelling in the actual the glass, the aromas is absolutely on the palate. Let me take another sip. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, that's great. No ethanol whatsoever. It's unique. I really have never tasted a tequila like this. This is really unique. And I'm getting wood, but it's unlike a wood I've really ever tasted in tequila. And it has to be that Colombian oak. I mean, look at the legs and tears on that thing still, too. Like, get that back in. There we go. This is delicious. And it's pushing boundaries. So, again, I brought up a brand earlier that really does winter blends every single year. They've been doing it for years now. And they're pushing what tequila can be by blending barrels, making special releases to the point where it does not taste like your typical tequila. And that's the point. They're making something that's out of the box. They're making something that's different. They're pushing boundaries, but they're doing it in a very respectful way to retain the soul of what tequila should be, right? Let me take this last sip. Cheers. Mm-mm-mm. Mm. Like, I'm not even getting, oftentimes you do in aging, you get pepper, right? A little white pepper, a little black pepper on the back. This is, there's a little bit of spice into it, but that spice, it's not coming from pepper, it's coming from the wood. But again, just, it's not spicy. This is creamy through and through, and it's such a unique flavor with the oak. This is delicious. I'm a huge fan. Like I said, I did explain that in the beginning of the video. I'm going to say it again. Shout out to the team, Jose Cuervo, especially the Reserva de la Familia line. All that other stuff, yeah, nah, right? But the Reserva line, hats off for sure. Respect all the time. I love you guys. I love this. And this is delicious. Something, if you see it, go pick it up. You're not going to be disappointed, especially if you love añejos and extra añejos. This is a very, very, very solid offering. And again, it's done in a way where it's pushing boundaries, using something nobody's ever used, and creating something special. I appreciate you being here. If you have not done so already, hit that like and subscribe, as well as follow us on Instagram at Agave Talk, all right? If you've had it, drop it in the comment below. Tell me your thoughts, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.